And we are live. Good morning, crypto warriors, and welcome back to the Gym in the Crypto, episode 975. Today is Wednesday, June 29, 2022, and I'm King.
And I'm Bitcoin Zay, here to bridge the gap between cryptocurrency and the community, Monday through Friday at 10-ish.
At 10-ish in today's top stories, Voyager Digital issues notice of default to Three Arrows Capital. British Virgin Islands court reportedly orders to liquidate Three Arrows Capital. No flexing for Bitcoin Cash users as Bitcoin Cash loses 98% against Bitcoin. Roger Ver denies CoinFlex's CEO claims he owes the firm 47 million USDC. Surprise twist as BlockFi receives money services license in Iowa. And double bubble. Terra's defunct unstable coin suddenly climbs 800% in 1 week and more. But first and foremost, Bitcoin Zay, what's going on with those prices?
Oh, yeah. So looking at our prices for today, Bitcoin, just like the other coins today, took a shit in the market at $20,072, down 4.6%. Ethereum at $1,109, down 9.65%. Binance coin at $219, down 8.3%. XRP sitting at 32 cents is down 6.3%. Cardano at 47 cents is down 4.4%. Solana at $34 is down 11.7%. And rounding out the top 10, Dogecoin at 6 cents is down 6.5%. And recently added Burns, Nail Hydrogen, and Walmart. Oh man, keep them coming. And the trending coins today is Terra Classic, Shiba Inu, and Terra Classic USD, which we will speak about here in a second.
We're going to talk about it. We're going to talk about it. But in the meantime,
what's up,
I mean, goodness gracious. Can you take my money right back any faster? I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. But first and foremost, give some quick shout outs. What's going on? Chemo and Crypto. Shout out to Chemo and Crypto, Finn, Voice Crypto, Jake Fever, Junior Maley. Let's see. Good morning, fellas. Ready for the dip Michael Saylor brought, so you know it's coming. 64 ECG, 11 Super Mario. Kaylee, what's going on? Kaylee said, I can't believe that Compass Mining lost their facility for not paying their electric bill. Oh, man. Wendy Nichols, Smitty Farms, good morning. The Theta is not a gaming company. It will be Web3. Okay, nice. Thanks, Smitty. We'll take a deeper look as well. No, for some of the things that it could be, I get what you're saying, but honestly, sometimes we make those mentions, it's not because that's what our conclusion was, but that's the general conclusion. Then perception is reality. And right now, the general conclusion for Theta is a gaming platform. I'm not saying that that's all they're doing. I know that for sure, but I get what you're saying. We'll take a deeper look though. What's going on? Track PFC Wheels, BK Born, Best I Raised, Bitcoin, Sean, KB. Good morning. Top story of the day: Voyager Digital issues notice of default to Three Arrows Capital. We started to cover this yesterday. We got cut off a little early, but essentially Voyager said it will continue to operate and fulfill their customers. Hold on, let me actually bring up the story. They will continue to operate and fulfill their customers' orders and withdrawals amid its current issues. Was the news as of yesterday. Of course, crypto exchange Voyager Digital issued a notice of default to hedge fund Three Arrows Capital for its failure to pay its 15,250 Bitcoin and 350 million USDC loan disclosed in the previous statement. If you remember, last week we mentioned this story where they hit them with the 50 cents. They said, hey, you got until Friday to give me the first half and then Monday to give me to the rest. Well, Friday came and Monday came as well. As we saw yesterday, we were going to report on this. In a market update by Voyager, the exchange noted that it's currently exploring legal remedies that are available with its advisors and is aiming to pursue the recovery of its funds from Three Arrow Capital. Additionally, Voyager disclosed that the firm has $137 million in cash and crypto as of June 24th, 2022. The company also assured its users that the platform is continuing to operate and fulfill their users' orders and withdrawals. I guess the next question is, who fronts Voyager the cash? Because you're saying, hey, we still papered up over here. That little 600 we lost, that's nothing. We got another 137. What's going on with this story?
Oh, yeah. Well, if you slide down a little bit, Voyager notes that it does have access to $500 million in funds from its loan agreement with Trading Alameda Research. So at the firm, at the moment, the firm said it accessed $75 million worth of that 500 so far. And like you said before, 50 Cent style, give me my money and make sure you have it in my hand, but they do have access to capital. That's how they're getting it. But it is sort of a house of cards, because if you're getting your money from somebody else who got their money from somebody else, if somebody who's at the head of that, like 3AC, fails, then it all falls down. So right now, as you can see, Voyager reportedly cut its withdrawal amount to 10,000 amid its current issues with 3AC. So we're seeing that
day.
Literally the next day. And we're seeing that literally across the board. I mean, everything, Babel Finance, 3AC, Voyager, everybody's cutting down withdrawals, pausing withdrawals, pushing back people's orders. So at this point, it's just, again, a house of cards. If one big company falls in this industry, it isn't built, it's not a great foundation. Everything else is kind of plummeting at the same time. So yeah, get you ready for a few more sell-offs, because people are going to want to get liquid.
Yeah, we're going to have a few more sell-offs when stories like this. And I mean, let's keep it real right now. Let's call it for what it is. The next day, how often? It's Wednesday morning, folks. Literally, we've been saying since 2018, when we started noticing the patterns and trends, Friday nights, Tuesday, Wednesday nights, usually Wednesday, you usually get it Wednesday morning, Thursday morning, middle of the week, and at the end of the week, essentially, is when these regulators get to regulating and computers get to computing, okay? How many times have we called exchanges along the likes of shit tracks, because we're telling you they will change the terms of service on you overnight. That's what we keep saying. Like, you can't leave a large part of your capital or resources on these exchanges because you literally don't own them. You're telling me here, and I'm glad they actually put this in the article, because now it's like, finally, this is what we've been talking about. People, if you got 30K, 50K, 100K plus whatever on these platforms, and the next day they say, hey, we know we used to let you withdraw everything, but today you're only allowed 10,000. As the market continues this downward spiral, now all of a sudden you're only allowed to get a percentage of your overall capital on our platform overnight. That is crazy. This company should burn.
Yeah, it's all time with these companies. I mean, and they put it in the terms of service too. The difference with us with BitSharks was they changed their terms of service overnight. We literally switched around their whole company. They had to restructure, but these other companies, they've started out with that. So unless you read through all the terms of service, which 99% of people don't, when this happens, you just got to sit there and take it, because this is what centralized exchanges do.
And it looks like the British Virgin Islands court reportedly orders to liquidate 3AC. The order came on the same date with Voyager Digital issuing a notice of default to 3AC for its failure to pay back, of course, that 15,250 Bitcoin and $350 million USDC loan. And shout out to all these articles who are specifically like, no, you guys don't owe a fiat number. You don't owe 300 million today, 200 million tomorrow, 400 million next day, since you all say Bitcoin is so volatile in terms of fiat. You owe 15,250 Bitcoin, which means if the price is 20,000 a day of that, you should pay it back. If it's 40 or 60K tomorrow, that's still what you owe, 15,250 Bitcoin, which is why we keep telling you all back to this. Is, again, a perfect example. 1 Bitcoin equals 1 Bitcoin. And now you actually have a court saying, yes, you owe X amount of Bitcoin, not fiat currency. People, is already happening. Like, this is crazy. They're not putting a dollar amount next to it being like, yeah, you owe $600 million worth of Bitcoin. No, they're saying how much Bitcoin they actually owe. That is crazy to see that as an actual, announcement, judgment, setting precedent. But again, this is troubled crypto venture capital firm 3 Arrows Capital, 3AC, is facing more uncertainty because they're getting their asses liquidated. A court in the British Virgin Islands on June 27th ordered the liquidation of Singapore-based 3AC. The British news agency Sky News reported on Wednesday. Oh, Sky News reported? Oh, they coming. Yeah. It's official. It's official like a whistle.
Oh, yeah.
The information report refers to an unspecified person familiar with the matter. 3AC did not immediately respond to Cointelegraph's request for comment, but it looks like this Singaporean crypto hedge fund, founded in 2012, actually, has failed to meet his margin calls from his lenders amid the massive downturn in the market. And now they're saying that they're actually insolvent, even though, of course, the founders are saying, we got it, we just can't show it to you. So what is going on with this story here?
Oh, man. So it looks like they got smacked down. Both they got smacked by Voyager, and they got smacked with British Islands. All I got to say to that is, make it better yourself, because they do want to leave you. But
you just had an abortion, twins.
Mm.
Yeah, double homicide.
Double homicide. Y'all just got smacked twice. So it's pretty much over for 3 Arrows Capital. And it's crazy to me because people were calling this out for months. They were saying these companies are not built on anything. They didn't think it was going to be 3 Arrows Capital, but they knew it was going to be somebody big. And of course, they are estimated to incur $400 million in liquidations across multiple positions. I mean, good gracious. So yeah, when Sky News comes out and says it, when it's basically showing your insolvency and they keep putting out stuff, hey, we're trying to find an equitable package. It's not looking good. But this is just, again, I keep saying, I think this is just the start because the house of cards is falling slowly. So you haven't seen the end of this yet. We'll see how it turns out.
Yeah, and with that being said, it's about to be some new predictions over this way. I'm seeing people in the comments say it as well. I'm with you. Again, I made it clear that 17,000 call was based upon the factors initially. I did not realize so many things were built on this house of cards. So yes, there is a, and this is where it's about to get dangerous territory. Like 16 and 17, we just saw the 17, so that's possible. It's not like, oh, could that be possible? Like, we just saw it. It's possible. When we start talking 13 and 15, Zay, I'm starting to get into the land of impossible because I don't think we'll go and stay there. Like, it will be a flash, quick dash, 3:29 a.m. to 3:31. You either had it or you missed it. All right. Like, if we hit those levels, I just don't think we'll stay there at any time whatsoever. Like, it will literally be a bounce. But I mentioned those levels because now it is possible when you talk about Voyager, 3 Arrows Capital, like, yeah, if a couple more of these go down simultaneously here in the next few weeks, we could, yeah. That I don't even want to say it because it's like I just can't see it happening. And
let's go back to 10. Take it back
13 to 15 is a little too cheap for me, honestly.
Yeah, well, if it goes that low, like I said, I think it won't stay there longer than an hour. It'll literally like
13K Bitcoin staying.
That'll be the biggest.
Hey, people turn in their house keys. Hey, y'all can keep it. Keep it.
Yeah,
we'll be on the road for the next 2-3 years. We'll figure it out. Yeah. Like, bro, I don't believe it.
Selling cars and selling their children to buy the dip at that point. And I think it's going to be probably the longest doji wick of all time. It's going to literally, from that point, we're not going back that low if it does happen. I don't think it'll stay there for like a week and give people time to accumulate at 13K. Don't think that, but we did fall under the 200 MA for the first time ever. So you never know.
You never know. We will have to literally, the news stories will have to say, not like we just got, is that we're in a real recession headed to depression / food lines. I think that would need to be a storyline to match geopolitical, like things that are going on in our country and everywhere else. So it would have to be like, yo, the world is going to a free fall. That's the only way I could see us. And then if that were to happen, we're talking 7,000 to 8,000 levels. Like we'll go to 7,000 to 8,000 at the 8,000 to 13 would be the new chop. Like that would be the new chop. So
yeah, right. It's not really to fear because July 5th, CERN is about to release that particle, the biggest particle thing of all time, where we might be able to go back in time. So if everything does fuck up, we can just use that from July 5th, go back in time and change it all.
What? Who is doing what?
Look it up, Doss. July 5th, CERN is about to have, Higgs Bison, where they have the particles that go together where apparently they can go back in time. That's how much energy. It's the most energy of all time, July 5th being created. But let me see if I can share this article.
I see it's CERN. They said why your July 5th morning run could be unhealthy. All right, hold on. Let's
exactly. That's what I said, July 5th. We might be able to just go ahead and use that.
Hey, we got a real Cliff High here, folks.
Hey, like I said,
shout out to Cliff.
I had on heavy the past couple weeks.
CERN. So wait, what the hell are they doing really quick? Smashing particles.
Smashing particles, the most power of all time with the Hadron Collider. It's the Higgs Bison.
Oh, they about to listen. The big one's about to come to California. You telling me don't be on the top floor?
Hey man, they said it might open some portals. I don't know what that means.
Hey,
but
July 5th, I'm going to somebody's basement. I'm putting phone books around my waist. You know what I'm talking about. I'm doing some push-ups. And I'm ready to get that power. We about to be out here like the boys. We out here.
Oh, yeah.
All right, this thing just timed out. All right, we'll check that out. But no flexing for Bitcoin Cash users as Bitcoin Cash loses 98% against Bitcoin. Woo-wee. Shout out again to Crypto and Down. They canceled this week, of course, yesterday, Tuesday night. because Jams just had a baby girl. Shout out to Jams. Him and his daughter and Zay's daughter, they're gonna be taking over the crypto market one day. But amid controversy surrounding major supporter Roger Ver, the Bitcoin hard fork plumbs new depths in Bitcoin terms. Asher, I had to give you a shout out too, Asher, because Bitcoin Cash. Woo! Hey, we be telling y'all these some dangerous picks y'all play with. All right. Not saying it can't work, but it's still going through its maturation stages. And that is crazy. Again, things like this don't matter at all. And shout out to Asher, seriously, on Crypto and Down, he mentioned Bitcoin Cash is being used as a spendable. And if it's losing 98% of its value against Bitcoin, then he's actually right. This is the spendable. This is the cash of it. Because it's like, yeah, like it's losing its value. We're not tripping, whereas Bitcoin's maintaining it. So actually, shout out to you on that one, Asher. But this is the thing where it's like, are you in this market for USD, for fiat currency, for cash, or are you in this market of Bitcoin for Bitcoin? I'm glad that article mentioned about 3AC owing Bitcoin specifically, because this is where it becomes important. Bitcoin Cash loses 98% against Bitcoin. This is what we keep telling you about your favorite altcoin and whatever, and you're chasing all this stuff. And it's like, if you're chasing this so-called bag, again, if you're chasing the fiat bag, that's one thing, we get it. Your portfolio is going to look a certain way, you'll spend a certain way. If you're chasing a Bitcoin / crypto bag, your bag's going to look a very different way. Like, you know what I mean? Bitcoin saying I might not have bone jewels everywhere, but trust us, we flexing on the internet. Like, it's real. So you gotta kind of decide why you're in this market. But again, Bitcoin has hit new record highs this week, not in US dollar terms, but against its longtime competitor Bitcoin Cash. Data from Cointelegraph Markets Pro and TradingView confirms that on June 29, Bitcoin Cash Bitcoin officially set its lowest ever price. Of course, Bcash. What is this? The most vocal supporter, entrepreneur Roger Ver. They'll be talking about him and this debt he may possibly owe. But before we jump into that, what are your thoughts on Bcash falling to these new all-time highs? Here it is. On June 29th, Bcash Bitcoin fails to new all-time lows of just 0.005, 98.83%. It's below its 2017 peak. What are your thoughts on this?
Oh yeah. So if you want to know about selling the top, we literally sold the top of Bcash.
I do remember that.
We should have did it live.
Such a glorious day. So I'm about to pull it up. Such a glorious day.
We should have did it live. Yeah, we should have did it live, but because of the trashiness of Benny Lingham's Civic coin after we did it live, I think we decided not to. But
yeah, Bcash, something that happened.
Something happened. We was like, all right, man, if they're gonna pull it, this is garbage. We ain't gonna do Bcash.
Did we not do that live? Oh, that was historical.
We did that live, but that was historic because I remember we was going back and forth, and he was like, should we wait? We'll go. I was like, no, we selling that shit. Get it out of here. And then he was like, yeah, you're right. That shit ain't.
I do remember.
And literally, since that point, 98% down. We sold the top. As soon as we got it, I think it was at like $1,100. And we just sold all of it, like whatever it was on Bittrex, just manually. We didn't even, do auto. It was just sell. Just thank you, appreciate it, get out of here. 98% down. And again, utility tokens like that always return back to their original value of 0. And it is 98% below its 2017 edition. And Roger Ver, if he's still holding on, which I don't think he is, I'm pretty sure he probably sold a good chunk and doesn't care anymore. But on the plus side, BSV is actually doing a little bit better than Bcash. So
which is crazy. I know, actually.
That's hey, like this is crypto, man. It's still the Wild West. Who knows what can happen? But yeah, Bcash, that was a fun time. Glad we got that out of there. And of course, I mean, they still got Bitcoin.com. So I mean, they still making money. Roger Ver's still making money somewhere.
All right, I think I'm finding it actually right now. Here is episode 226, blast from the past, but it's labeled Bcash ICO. So I feel like somewhere along this episode is when we actually start talking Bcash. You see timestamps. Shout out to Alec for these timestamps, making life easy for our users out there. Let's see. Bitcoin.com CEO Roger Ver eyes ICO as token. So sometime after this show, probably.
Nah, it was before that because it was 2017. I think we were in Hollywood.
Where is it? So what was the 2018 with this ICO?
Oh, well, they probably had some ICO on token. Remember, everybody was having an ICO. They probably had some ICO on top of Bcash, but that was 2018. That was 2017 when we sold it.
Yeah, on top of all this, CoinFlex, there's a CoinFlex debacle, as you can see, and snares Bcash supporter Bear, Bitcoin Cash. Of course, we've been talking about Bcash, who was started and essentially owned by Roger Ver, or as they call him, the most vocal supporter, because I guess you can't prove that. He's going through some controversy. Reports emerged that he may have owed and still owes $47 million in stablecoin USDC to crypto investment platform CoinFlex. Vera denies the claims with a social media storm ensuing, which is ongoing this week. But this is kind of crazy. This wouldn't be the first time Roger Ver has been in something in this space, but he's usually on the A side. He's usually making money on this space. Has he finally over leveraged himself on a platform or with a I guess a team member? Has he finally and this is the thing about Bitcoin and crypto, which is why people like you got to know who you are and what your strategy is and what you want out of this market, like the long-term goals. Because Roger Ver has been super successful in this market. He used to be Bitcoin Jesus before he started off in this Bcash fiasco. Like he was the guy when it came to Bitcoin and Bitcoin investing, venture capital, businesses, like give him the credit where it's due. So, but also it was one of those things where if his goal wasn't, if he didn't have an exit in mind, he could still be a recirculating money, house money. And it's like, hey, who knows what could have happened? But even if he does owe the 47 million, I think it's something he could pay. But knowing his personality from what we've seen throughout the years, I think it's one of those things where he's just not going to pay, where he's like, hey, this shit's unregulated. Good luck hollering at me, partner. See me at a conference. I don't know. What are your thoughts on this story?
Oh, yeah. Roger Ver, he is an OG from way back in the day, but he has a very punchable face. So I don't think you'll see him at conferences. And I'm pretty sure he doesn't need it. He's somewhere in Hong Kong with his $1 billion. If he does owe 47 million, I mean, the CEO of CoinFlex came out and said he definitely owes, but then Roger Ver says he hasn't defaulted, and he says actually the crypto firm owed him a substantial amount of money. This is, a back and forth that can easily be solved with paperwork. I mean, if they literally just copy and paste or just take a screenshot of the paperwork saying, yeah, this is Roger Ver, he owes us this amount, then they can do it. Or maybe he may be flexing. Who knows? I don't know the truth exactly here. But they have a written contract obligating him to personally guarantee any negative equity on his CoinFlex account. And they're saying he owes 47 million. I'm sure he has it. I don't know if he wasted all his money on cocaine and strippers or something, but I'm pretty sure he still got a little bit left over. He made about $1 billion off Bcash. Yeah, he made about $1 billion off the Bcash thing, plus all the Bitcoin he had before. So I think he'll be all right with that. But again, CoinFlex is still feeling it, falling 84% in the last month, dropping from 119 to 80 cents, right after Lamb and Roger Ver's statement. So they're still feeling the pain, but hopefully they pay up, whoever owes it. If it's not Roger Ver, whoever owes it, hopefully they pay up.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see kind of how that unfolds. Again, I think I'm with you. I think Vera definitely has some money stowed away. It's more like, yeah, I'm just ain't paying y'all. What's even crazier though, and people will like pay attention to these numbers at 47 million he owed. This is what we're talking about when we're talking about the crypto market, like on some normal everyday to day things that was going on behind the scenes, when we're like, it is a lot of money, but it isn't a lot of money sometimes when we're talking about, a quarter of a mil, 100, 200K. Like people go through that in a day trading and stuff. Like people will go through 40 or 50K plus or minus in a day trading. So I think this kind of illustrates it, that they're coming out on Twitter like, hey, bro, it's $47 million. Like this is what we're saying behind the scenes. Like these plays are going on sometimes. So it's just like, who knows? But what is for sure, it seems like, is someone owes someone that $47 million or some sort of money. Like somebody in that situation owes somebody. So we'll see how it gets resolved. We know Roger Ver more than likely will not be going to the courts. It look like so far they all decided to go to the court of Twitter. So we'll see what happens there. Let's see. Wendy Nichols is laughing at this punch bowl face comment. What's going on? Sylvester, everybody's laughing at the punch bowl face. You're hilarious. Jake Fever said, my boy told him you ain't gonna whoop no ass about it. Hilarious. S1 Dubs, I'm glad Vera is no longer associated with Bitcoin, to be honest. Hey, the same, like, hey, he got what he wanted. There it is. I remember when Bitcoin Cash was worth more than Ethereum. He's laughing. I do have to see if the I do gotta say we still had that video, or we even made a video. I feel like our screen
I feel
recorded.
like we made it in the vault. Yeah, it's in the vault somewhere.
Yeah, it's somewhere hidden. I feel like, yeah. Real Talk said, did Terra set all this off? It looks like it. Hey,
no qualm, click the dominoes, and here we are.
Listen, if we all would have been watching Gem in the Crypto months ago, this would be really been avoided, but all good. Let's see what else we have. I've never seen this name. What's going on? Cryptopher, I think that's that's a dope name. I like it. What's up, Warriors? Can you please record the AMA on Discord for the members who won't be able to listen live? Yeah, we'll do that then. Yeah, we'll record it and then we'll have like a share drive or something so the members can get to it for sure. Let's see. It's going to be a bumpy ride until after the halvening, fourth quarter 2024 and to end of 2025 is going to be the time frame for massive games if the historical 4-year cycle holds up. I'm with S1 Dubs. I'm like, listen, everything you should do at this point should be geared toward 2024, 2025 at this point. But yeah, you gotta get ready for next happening. Surprise twist as BlockFi receives money services license in Iowa. I mean, listen, you can call it what you want, but call it what it is. Gang extortion. That is right. No, I'm just serious. Despite a significant fine from Iowa's regulator just 2 weeks earlier, BlockFi has scored itself a license in the state. Like, seriously, a significant fine from the state's regulator just 2 weeks ago. Now you got a license. All right. Like, I'd rather you just say what it is.
Why don't you just hit Zach in the knee with a bat? Capiche? Have my money by tomorrow. This is a shakedown. This is a mafia style shakedown.
What's going on in this story?
I mean, this is literally just a shakedown. 2 weeks after being fined for offering and selling unregistered securities, crypto lending platform BlockFi announced that it received a money services license in the state. And that is literally because Iowa doesn't have a bit license or they don't have a formal way to charge them. They basically just gave them a fine. You sell unregistered securities, cool. Now you get your license. That's the funny thing about this. Like I said, this is a shakedown. It's a mafia style shakedown. This is your boy walking into. It's your boy. What's my man off the Sopranos? Tony Soprano walking into the shop. Said, "You got my money? Oh, you don't? Boom. 2 hits to the knees, and I'll be back tomorrow with it, or you're dead." And apparently, they fined him over $943,000, which, like you said, when you look at it, I mean, that's actually not a lot of money. I mean, BlockFi has paid billions, and
that's true. Iowa just one day. Listen, hold on. Let me do it real quick. Iowa.
From here on, nothing goes down unless I'm involved. No blackjack, no dope deals, no nothing. A nickel bag gets sold in the park. I want in.
I want in.
Yeah, I mean, Iowa just like, look, we're not going to go for the whole bag because the federal government got to get theirs. Texas and Florida and California and New York have to get theirs. We just want a taste. We just want give us less than $1 million. All right, give us 980,000. We'll call it 987,000. Hey, my daughter has a prom coming up. All right, you get a quinceañera coming up. Give me a couple extra thousand on the back, and we'll call it a day. All right.
Oh yeah, and I got some inside information on that. I met BlockFi's lawyer at Consensus. She was with the Minister of Finance from Bermuda, and basically, you know, we were laughing. We were all at the bar after the conference. And I was like, man, I know y'all going through a lot of problems. I know you're working hard. That's why I was like, yeah, she parties hard because I know you've been working hard. And she was basically, she had like this smile. She was just like, we're good. And I was like, you know, I understand business talk, but she was basically saying it was like, it's part of the game. It's all part of the game. It's like, we got to do this, but we're fine. And that's why I started telling people, or that's what we've been saying about these platforms is like, yeah, they'll probably get fined, but they're not going anywhere. Like they made too many millions. They made too many people money, and they have a service that people still rely on that, you know, their money's still locked up. So they're not going away. So the little smirk she gave me, I knew exactly what she meant. She was like, yeah, we got some stuff, but we're fine. And as you can see, that's what it is. Pay $1 million, get a license. That's all they're going to do is shake you down a little bit and then get their cut and then move on. That's how business works.
Reggie Middleton said a lot of exchanges. And of course, you can catch Reggie Middleton today at 10 a.m. on our channel, folks. A lot of exchanges that are currently insolvent. Look for those exchanges that offer excess leverage, and you will find insolvency. There it is. Yeah, this is crazy. PFC Wells was on track of 13K happen. Watch how any exchange will close down for technical issues. Yes. Level 99 slacker. That's what my cousin said. 2 consecutive quarters of negative GDP has happened. No, we're officially in a recession. Yeah, my cousin was like, bro, we're in a recession. Shout out to Antonio for the hoodies, of course. These hoodies are made by Antonio. This is actually Bitcoin Zay's. I jacked it because when he came to LA, he left it, and I was like, "Hey, it should go now, homie." But Antonio, we're gonna need another one. I want a rare one, Antonio. Also, shout out to Antonio if you have seen the videos. I meant to mention it yesterday. So again, Antonio covers shorts 8 a.m. early in the morning. Or right after us, usually quick weekly wrap-ups, but he's been doing a great job on that. So I want to make sure you all check those out if you haven't already. I believe the last two actually covered Voyager Digital with 3O's Capital, and there's one other from the other day I forgot. So make sure you check those out too. We definitely appreciate that. What else we have going on in the comment section? Let's see what's going on. Crypto Commandments, $8,780 on a flash dip. Okay, I'm with that. I can see that being a realistic number.
It already happened. It happened on Binance.
Did it?
Remember
when they were Brown is saying 8,600 too? What you say?
Remember that happened on Binance, that flash crash down to 8,000. They were like,
oh yeah. I was like 10,000, I think, but I know you're talking about.
Yeah, it was somewhere around there. But yeah, I mean, I think there's gonna be something like that. Some overnight, and it happens in like less than 10 minutes. Nobody's really gonna see it except insiders who already have bids or bots who are trading automatically.
Jake said when Apple really corrects, everything's going to dip. China kicking them out. Sheesh. Hey, listen, sure or not, I just ordered me that new 14-inch MacBook Pro. So as long as that comes in, they can correct all they want. I'm good for the next 10 years already. I'm happy about this. I was telling Bitcoins, I'm like, the download and upload speeds are about to be amazing, my man. Hey, wasn't I excited about the download?
You get excited about different stuff as you get older. Yeah,
people, I'm over here excited about a laptop. Okay, I was like, OBS and the screen settings are gonna be working simultaneously. Say we could stream and we could talk. We're gonna have soundboards. Oh man, I'm excited about it, people. Seriously though. So yeah, even if they leave, got to get this new Mac in. All right. Well, thank you, Alec G. Gifted us some crypto memberships. Looks like folks are joining. Thanks for everybody who just joined the channel. We want to talk about this double bubble to end the day really quick. Double bubble, Terra's defunct, unstable coin suddenly climbs 100% in 1 week. When I tell you all, I had to take a double look and ask Zay, like, wait, what? The USTC price rally, of course, does not mean it would reclaim its lost US dollar peg in the future. However, it has climbed again 800%. You can't ignore that. Wow. And it's crazy. Terra's $40 billion experiment to create a functional algorithmic stablecoin. I can't even say without laughing. Project has failed drastically following its collapse in May. Here's the thing. Shout out to Draymond Green, that Draymond Green podcast. I've been checking that out. That is pretty dope to see like a player playing, winning championships and doing a podcast like on the same week. And he putting pressure on Bitcoin Zay's father-in-law, which is hilarious to me in real life. He putting pressure on his ass. But
I've been sending him clips every time Draymond say so. I keep sending him clips, and he always ignore it. He don't.
You round him up. Hey, stop rounding him up in the background. If you all don't know what happened, just check out Draymond Green and what's been going on with the Celtics. But no, seriously, shout out to him because he was mentioning how these reporters have to stand on what they're saying. He's like, you all keep having these horrible takes or analysis, wherever. He's like, when you really should be analyzing the game, but you're not doing it. So he's like, you're just making hot takes. They're terrible. And you're not being held accountable. You're just saying, oh, it's for entertainment. But he's like, people depend on you all for their basketball, takes and what's going on in the sport and so on and so forth. It's even more serious in our market. We are in a fintech market. This is why these takes matter, people. And like these people analyzing things in this market should matter at least. We laugh when you blindly follow other people and do other things. And we call these things out because there's still so many people, even our own, or even some of our own warriors. Like I call our own community where y'all like, okay, we kind of just got that one wrong, sweep under the rug, or we lost capital. Like, no, this again, and I only say all that to say, yo, you really read this and said a functional algorithmic stablecoin project. Like, people, y'all got caught up in the buzzword soup. Go back and read the Bitcoin white paper. They keep it as layman terms as possible until they get into the technical parts of the paper. They are a peer-to-peer system, and like they're trying to keep it simple. So to me, whenever you start to see the extras, nah, stop it. Like that's not the way this market was designed, people. It wasn't designed like the extra stuff was designed to be, at least now, especially early on. I can understand if this is like 2016 prior. then yes, I can understand it being, oh, I need to Google this word, Google this word, Google this word. Ever since the ICO thing in 2017, everything should be easily digestible. It shouldn't be, what is this buzzword mean? But I don't know. I still got to go off on Terra because to me, this is the easy. Like, bro, how do you not see this? Sham.
And like you were saying, as far as the hot takes, like Draymond was saying, no analysis, just hot takes. Basically, Fundstrat Tom Lee is like the Skip Bayless of crypto because it's just hot take after hot take.
When we hit 200K, I think I saw 200. Yeah, who said 400? Didn't somebody say 400 too last year?
Yeah, go to 400. Now it's going back down to 10. Now it's going to 2. Shut up. You don't know what's going to happen. And it doesn't matter at this point because it's so early. But you are right. If you have these 20% yields, we saw some signs at the consensus where it's like 30% yields, 35%. I was like, they get this garbage out of here. Y'all are taking people's money with no type of backing, rehypothecation all over the place. And they don't, and like Reggie said in the comments, most are insolvent. Most of them don't have any way to actually pay what they owe. So yeah, we gotta get rid of these people. But yeah, Terra Classic, this is hilarious. Terra Classic USD. There's always a sucker. I'm pretty sure there's like insiders and bots pumping this so that a few people who think they can make their money back will get excited. And yeah, pump this, what is it, 130% today alone?
Yeah, it's crazy.
And I don't even know if it's quick money. I don't know what's going on with that algorithm. That's one of the shittiest algorithms ever. If it's doing this, it's algorithm stablecoins don't really work. So this is hilarious to see. And again, there's always a new sucker waiting to be sold off to. It doesn't matter what it is. It doesn't matter what you tell people. People are going to buy what they want. But we did predict.
Hey, listen, I'm bringing it up right now. Listen, why you stop stealing my thunder? I'm trying to bring it up in the background. Hey. Is this 9 for 9? Is this 9 for 9? Yeah, Hold on. I'm bringing it up. I got to cut you off. Is Terra Luna the best buy for 2022 crypto? People, a month ago.
Just because we realize how stupid people are.
Listen, hey, is that 9? Is that an official 9? Is that 9 for 9 right now? All right, that's a 9 for 9, people. Technically, it's 800%. As of now, it is the best buy. It was the best buy. I hate even saying this. This is real. Hey, this is crazy. But yes, double bubble. It looks like it's going to happen. The pamp it is happening right now. I don't know. We'll see what happens next. But yes, and again, people were mad at that title too. You remember this when Fumble and Bumble came back out and was like, remember, hey, Fumble, hey, call in today, Fumble. This when Fumble came back out and said, we're trying to lead our listeners astray and scam them. We're like, hey, this is more of a clickbait title. We went into detail why it should not happen, but why it could happen. And this is the could actually happening at 800% today. Like, love it or hate it, if you put something in and went up 800%, it is what it is. But I mean, knowing the market, you probably can't sell it most places anyway, which is why the 800 is probably realistically, just say 254%. But it reads 800 because people can't get their 254 out. So it's just stacking on top of each other. But more than likely is the liquidity, there's definite liquidity issues. But yeah, we did say that a month ago. So we're going to add that to 9 for 9 right now. Listen, it's all good, people. Just let it happen. Just watch the show, get triggered, and call it a morning. Drink your coffee. That's the show for today. Bitcoin's Day. What do you have for everyone?
Again, July 5th. The aliens are coming, baby. Make sure you have a good July 4th because it's over. They opening portals. I don't know what's coming through there. Aliens, Transformers, Ghosts. I don't know, whatever. But something's happening July 5th. Can't wait. But other than that, tomorrow the AMA is at 9 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. Pacific on Discord. Make sure you join on YouTube. Join the Discord. We will be on there. I'll be on there for about an hour answering all the questions. AMA. And anybody in the groups that are on Discord right now, I know a few people have hit me up about it, or about joining in. Just make sure you join on YouTube.
There it is. Alec said the majority of society has lost all accountability for the actions. Alec, don't get me depressed this morning. It's so true. We know this, so man.
It's so easy. You know what you can do every time something bad happens? Oh, man. I'm an Aries. My astrology told me that I'm gonna be mean today and beat people up because I got a fiery personality. Yeah, or if that don't work, go with the moon rising, go with the Jupiter, go with the Venus, go with the stellium, go with the I don't even know. Yeah, you don't need accountability today. Just cry on TV or cry at home, and then somebody will feel bad for you.
There it is. Satoshi Slim, I'm not sure what this is in reference to, but he said this is an earlier comment. He said, just because you can laugh at yourself every now and then, I rerun you talking to us for 5 minutes while the music blasts and no one can hear you. Classic TGOC moment. Moments like that are definitely classic. I remember that. There's been multiple times I've actually been on mute and had a full-fledged conversation. As soon as we realized we were on mute, we're like, oh, Lord, we just gave y'all so much sauce. It's going to be so hard to put back down. Like, no. Other than that, that's the show. Make sure you smash that like and share. Simon Family Ventures are up next, of course, assets and arbitrage, and then Reggie Middleton this afternoon. And be on the lookout to for the Jump Out Girls. I believe will be returning as well. Other than that, smash like and share, and we will see you tomorrow with some more crypto news if those likes are up, because they definitely lacking right now. Cheers.